So, I'm back at my game. Wondering if Oh, what's up there? Looks like... Is that a window with a wall just behind it? Oh, don't know. I think I did everything here. So, I'm heading to... This should be the East District. And we also have the question going on, what happened when Tonsen arrived at the hotel? Uh, he probably did something to Mary and we maybe passed out because of the candle? Anyway, I'm looking at the grass. You see traces that the grass has been searched through, but when you try to find something, you discover nothing but gravel. Tonsen police authorized personnel only. The bulletin board displays various penalties. There's a new addition. If unable to pay the fine, offenders have the option to work in Tonsen's factory as an alternative to imprisonment. Yay! Slave labor! So, do I there doesn't seem to be anything here. There does not seem to be anything. Oh, kinda was a jump scare for me for some reason. In the White Fog, no matter what you do, you will be teleported back where you entered. Okay. The signpost indicates that the north leads to the Silent Cliff, while the east leads to workers' homes. So the workers' homes should be off limits. Head to cliff. Okay, sure. Oh, before I head back, I don't... That person seems to be new. Uh, Hi? Hmm. Which spell can I cast? Actually, only Eldritch Gaze, nah. So... Maple should be the best with psychology. Luck is at 100, so come on. God damn. 90. You managed to please musician, and musician's attitude towards it changed. Musician accepted your kind gift and decided to teach you something they know. Now you are trying to master this knowledge. Erudition. Damn. That was a pretty tough check. You have successfully learned the knowledge and used it to improve your skills. Your erudition increased. Okay, that's everything. And he's not even named. Huh. There's nothing of value on him. Okay. Nancy, forgive me. Forgive this fool. You tell him the message behind the photo frame. So, this is what happened. Nancy was the meaning of my life. I wish to present to her my finest work. But all my pieces had been no match for her beauty. And I didn't want to give up, so I kept trying and trying. But the more I wrote, the less confidence I had in my work. They were all failures. And when I finally stopped creating, Nancy was nowhere to be found. It's all my fault. Do you happen to recognize this work? Of course, I wrote it after an opera with Nancy. I don't think I can ever forget the eureka moment at the house. He takes out the harmonica and starts playing. Take note of the melody. Interesting. Oh, well, with luck 100 I will just do that. I failed a 90% check. Damn. You have now memorized the tune. You can play it when you have the instrument. Trade gain timeless music. Ah, so it has been written in the first place. My finest work. In the end, he disappeared before your eyes. A black seed lies on the ground, silent and still. What? The black seed? Isn't that something that Mary is supposed to have? Damn, I got a lot of stuff. Damn, do I have a lot of stuff. Uh, a crystal of the size of a bean. Black liquid flows within. Hmm. Okay, I do have to mark everything. What? With a dexterity of 70, this weapon attacks 4 times? That's wild. Conversation. Thank you. This is the song I've been waiting for, but they cannot be here anymore. For an old man like me, the greatest fear is not death, but losing my friends. My friends, and I expected to look after each other forever. Once the radio starts playing, we'd come to the square and talk about good old days. I know I'm dying. Thank you for talking to me. In the end, he disappears before your eyes. A black seedless. Okay. That's interesting. I wasn't in this house because the event with what was his name again? What was his name? Horn. The event with Horn triggered. Decay and dampness hangs heavy in the air. Inside the cramped room, furnishings are sparse. Just a table and a bed. Well, I do see other furniture there, but okay. There's at least a box. The table, weathered and worn, exudes an antique charm. The texture can still be recognized. Resting quietly on the bed lies an old man. Within the drawer lie treasures of different sort, discarded metal remnants like finished cans, bottle caps and some broken cables, each item cherished by its owner. The document Land Exchange Agreement. The document is signed in 1899. It states that due to the devastating mudslide disaster, the government initiates a land consolidation to facilitate reconstruction. The compensation are the barren land under development to the south and some modest shanty dwellings. Additionally, a promise is made to build supportive housing within a 5-year time frame. This is a simple floor bed. The quilt is marred by patches of mold due to the persistent humidity. Beneath the bed you discover a piece of letter paper and a pen. You unfold the letter and start to read. The letter is full of scribbles and erasures, its paper worn and weathered, yet still bearing the weight of its message. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you guys. Nana and Mary. Shouldn't it be girls then? Or was this signed by Nana and Mary? No, it goes on, so it wasn't signed by them. You both are my best friends, besides Grandpa. You are the closest to me in the world, but I messed up big time. And now, when I realize what I have done, it's too late. I got sucked in, thinking they were my ticket out of here, so I worked for them. But I never imagined they'd go after Nana. I'm trying my best to stop them, I swear. They found her house by accident. I never betrayed you at all. Mary, I can't even face you now. I'll work my butt off to make things right, to make amends for the mess I caused. I'm a high roller. Well, at least it's at 90%. He is dead. His body shows sign of advanced rigor mortis, indicating a passing of more than 24 hours. Signs of severe dehydration can be found, likely from infection and fever. So I didn't miss this, cause if it says more than 24 hours, then it was probably even before I started to enter the loop too. However, his shriveled abdomen suggests the possibility of death by starvation. In the old man's clenched hand, you discover a folded amulet. Okay, that's everything here. Anything more we can see? Check the trash. You find a lot of old cards in the trash. Zero risk daily pay, flexible work hours. The more you work, the more you earn. Yeah, we had that. Okay. It's still unchanged. I must make it through back to the factory. I think we bought everything he had to offer. Oh, I didn't take a look at it. The only thing you find on the bed is a certificate of merit. Best quality inspector at Tonsen Candle Factory. Tom Owen. Keep up the good work. I hope for even better from you. Signature Tonsen. Oh. What is this? Surprisingly, you find a black seed under the bed. Huh. The dumpster's been made into a storage bin by the vagrant. Yeah, okay, we had that. Oh, oh, some herbs. Now, let's save over this one. I didn't do anything that would suggest that there's a branching part from there, so now let's check here. Whoa. Okay. A real big furry, it seems. I mean, they said he transformed into a dog, but uh, um, what's this? Your attention is abruptly diverted as a white beast approaches. Its scald eyes are devoid of any reason. Okay. As the crazed white beast blocks your path, you make the decision to... Huh? I thought that was the former sheriff. Did we hear pronouns before? Or a first name? We probably only heard a last name. So I probably just assumed male by default. Well, okay. I kinda don't wanna kill that monster. And I kinda don't believe I can defeat it anyways. Horn was pretty scared of the monster and not afraid of the spiders, so the spiders kicked his butt big time. Yeah, but what do we have to lose? I just wanna see how dangerous it is. We just saved 75 health. Whoa, that's a lot. Um, yeah. The dagger. Right. Now I know what's going on. My dagger uses, in combat, my dagger recasts the last spell I used. So, that's what just happened. It recast, it recast step through. That's why we see a stack of Angels of Time on the monster. What's this? Deal 4 damage and apply bleeding. Stealth. Technique. The monster's pretty slow, interestingly enough. Maybe I should use some, give Maple something like a Molotov cocktail. Make something like that. I also should probably have made the stun things. Alien constitution. What should not exist in reality has life force beyond the limits of humanity. Immune to poison, broken bones and bleeding, but not stun, probably. Before attacking a human target, a willpower check is required. If successful, Ryan will be confused and cancel his attack. Oh, that's pretty nice. Don't I have just a spell for that? Eldritch Gaze. Target gains a penalty die and has minus 30 willpower. But he would attack first, so I will use stealth. That should make me invisible and unable to get attacked. And then no spells. Technique. Rally. Now we just use our attack. That's a nice hit. Now spell. Eldritch Gaze. And now okay, now we can use what attack? What was that attack? Use weapon. Ceremonial candle. Occultism check. The dagger attacks with occultism? That's interesting. Spell. Summoning a night gaunt could also be interesting just to try it for once. Do I want that? I would have someone in front of me. Attack. I should win this battle. What does the Night Gaunt do? 24 health, strength, dexterity, pretty stupid. A lot of willpower, constitution, speed, 50% dodge, that's a lot. That's pretty good. Brawl 80. Hammer. Deal 1 to 6 damage, deal 4 to 9 damage bleeding. Nothing too special if we are honest. So the Night Gaunt is not too strong. No. Attack. Use weapon. Attack. Technique. observe the surrounding. Are you sure to protect Maple? Huh? What? Wow! Okay. Okay. That one hit was quite a big one. Maybe I should... I also wonder what that is. Okay, let's step through. Okay, we defeated it. You defeat Ryan. His figure disappears in front of your eyes. A black seed lies on the ground, silent and still. Okay. I like that. I do like that. Critical HP. That's something I don't like as much. The battle was quite easy. My dagger has still 8 charges. Maple could use another weapon. Maple could use another weapon. We can assign the nunchuck and the firearm to Maple. Not sure what would be good. Actually, this is a pretty mid weapon. Maybe I should have gotten Maple the staff that gives you a spell to cast. We will probably just craft ourselves a weapon. We got a lot of material to work with. I can luck. My luck keeps getting maxed out for some reason. I didn't notice I gained luck. Fractured it seems, so yes, let's use the splint. Yeah, both 90. Stupid. Well. Oh, equip? That's an equipment. When in exploration, all your successes in medicine checks are critical successes. When in battle, your medicine check rolls always critical. Okay. Medicine use? Critical success. So this heals for the maximum amount. That's what a critical success does. Nice, so I can use the splints to... It's kind of wild, my bones aren't broken, but I can use the splint to heal well. All other allies are immune to bleeding, poison, and fractured. Oh, so just Enduramon in that case. I mean, that's still nice. Still at 100 sanity points. Oh, and The Knight Gaunt did only use 1 HP, it seems. 1, 2, 3. Medicine use Maple. Critical success, and I should be full healed, yes. Very good. That's very good. Okay. Let's do a save after defeating Ryan. Yeah, probably because Ryan is also a first name. That could have thrown me off. Seems like it was the last name though. Winder's Manor, yeah. That's also a very weird name, Winder. This mansion belongs to Tonsen. You look at its grand heavy steel gate, but you can do nothing about it. Huh. Huh. Okay, I need to protect myself from the candle. You open the detergent and allow the content to run down your nostrils. You feel a heavy punch right in your nose as the detergent burns down the mucosa. In an instant your throat is clogged by the suffocating pungency, which now winds down inside you like a knife. You breathe through your gaping mouth, heavily but cautiously, and feel that the fluid gets sucked into your lungs. After all these tribulations, you close the distance to the murd with careful steps. Thanks to your incapacitated nose, you don't feel anything strange aside from the burning hell inside your respiratory tract. Better I take this. Yes, absolutely. Because I don't know, this might be of some use. Equip gain immunity to coma. When attacking while an enemy is under the effect of a negative status, you gain 1 additional bonus die. I want to unequip the leather gloves. The shaking Winder wakes up in blurry eyes. I'm glad we can meet again, kind stranger. Oh, is Mr. Cleaner not with you? He's been a lone wolf, and I don't think he's changing his ways of doing things anytime soon. So we've decided that it's best for us to go our own ways when looking for clues. So much for the cleaner, there's something you need to know. You shared with Weiner your findings. Ryan managed to dig out the secret behind that disaster, but his plan to stop Tonsen didn't go well. It says his. Okay. I'm going to visit Mary next. Hope we can find something there. My apologies, I can't offer you much assistance with this body of mine. And before you leave, you need to have this. Take it, and it'll ward the monsters off for you. Weiner hands you a sigil pendant. It was his gift to me, but I've no need for it anymore. Thanks. I'm sure it will come in handy soon. I'll let you know at once if you find something. What? Okay, material. Okay, those are currencies. Badge of the Old King. Equipped whenever you attack with a melee weapon. Add your occultism value to the check value. Oh, that's nice. That's a pretty nice item. So, Maple would attack with Brawl and Occultism. So, well, it's doubled. Nothing to write home about, but it's doubled. Perception 80, Watch 80, Occultism 90, Erudition 75 by now. That's pretty high. Medicine 85, Stealth 70. I got pretty good skills by now. Okay, I don't think I have anything more to do there. I gotta admit, I did hope for a little bigger town. Anything new here? The man with the vacant stare holds launch an attack, cast a spell. Oh, that sucks. So it's completely what, even for new tries. I did spend too much luck on this. I think I can get his black seed. Can I see the number on these things? Oh, by unequipping the gloves, I lost one max health point. But I think I will need to ward myself off from coma. No, I can't. That was pretty useless then. I did... I used the radio to get the black seed of the old man. Wasn't that the radio? Huh. I had kinda hoped I could have used the radio to broadcast numbers for the... Oh, there are two different ones. Hmm. Do I want to open it? Ah, come on. Go home, take care of Grandpa. Oh, right. So, did something happen here now? Grandpa, I swear I will seek justice for you. You can feel his grief and resentment. He retrieves a deed from the cabinet. Okay, where is he going now? Is he going to Tonsen? Hmm. Would not make much sense if he went back here, but I mean, we can take a look. No. Where did he go? Huh. Just to be sure that I checked everything, I will look at the cliff. No. So it can only be somewhere here. Huh. It doesn't make much sense that he would go here, but I wanted to go here because I wanted to check if I can play that song at the piano. An exquisite broadwood piano with straight pull strings. As your fingers jump from one idled key to another, you'll find yourself stepping on scattered letters. Yeah, okay, I know these letters. No, I can't do something with my new song here. I really wished there would have been a bit more to this here. Hmm. The ledger is remarkably thick, meticulously. I think I read that already. Yeah, okay, I did go through all of this. Huh. When you enter the hotel, the scene before you is horrifying. Black smoke fills the air and there's an abomination with countless tentacles and a giant head behind the counter. Its blue tears mix with the oozing liquid from its body, creating a disturbing sight. The creature reaches for cooking tools on the counter with its slippery tentacles leaving a trail of blue liquid behind. The shock of the scene leaves your mind blank for a moment. As you gather your wits, a disturbing realization dawns upon you. Mary, is that you? Yeah, that's her. What happened to you? Well... Central Square, that should be... yeah. Okay, that is the one where we... before we attacked Ryan. The creature emits an aura of unspeakable horror. You are going to try to help. Mary? How did you end up like this? The monster whimpers, attempting to answer you, but no sound escapes its twisted form. Don't worry, I'll find a way to help. The tentacles sense your approach and ensnare you tightly. It feels as though your bones are being crushed, making it difficult to breathe. Well, just as you struggle to maintain consciousness, the amulet in your pocket ignites, emitting a brilliant light. A comforting warmth washes over you, counteracting the discomfort and spreading through your body. The tentacles roil in fear, releasing the grip on you, and vanish from Mary's form. What? A black smoke dissipates, revealing Mary kneeling on the ground, tears silently streaming down her face. So we got her back. Black tears stream from her eyes. You can feel her sadness. Unsure of what to say, you recall her joyful expression when receiving thanks from others. Mary, thank you. You made the best you I ever had. You gave me a truly unforgettable memory. You liked it? Can you feel it? Yes, I can feel it. You always strive to care for others. That's truly honorable. Thank you. Really. Ryan always loved chickpeas and beef stew. It gave him strength, and I wanted him to enjoy mine. Nana adored flowers, but not ones with heavy fragrances. So I prepared tulips for her every day. Tyler's home was too damp, detrimental to his health. I arranged a separate room for his father. They all helped me when I was in need, so I wanted to repay their kindness. But they are all gone. Are they disappointed? Did I do something wrong? You are at a loss for words. Lies won't serve her. Not even the kindest ones. She deserves the truth, but that truth could push her further into despair. After deliberating for a moment, you choose your words carefully. I don't know, Mary. The truth remains elusive, but for me, you brought warmth to this peculiar place. Upon hearing your words, a glimmer of hope flickers in Mary's eyes. After a brief pause, she rises from her position. It's getting late. I need to buy ingredients for dinner. It's going to be delightful, I promise. Clue Unsullied Blossom. Open the drawer. Didn't it say that Ryan gave something to Mary? There, you discover several cracked seeds in the pot. One of them is as large as an egg. Is this the black seed from Ryan? It's much larger than I thought. As you pick up the seed in your hand, you notice its shell is tougher than expected. If not for the sensation of something growing inside, you might mistake it for a ball of metal. Anyway, it's time to meet up with Horn. I'll bring this along and see if he has any clues. I wonder if we could have helped Ryan with this big black seed? But I kinda doubt it, to be honest. Egg of unknown, a black of average size, though tough as stone. It seems Ryan had entrusted it to Mary for safekeeping. Oh, I want to craft a weapon. I can make one Molotov. Chainmail. I could make a chainmail. That's pretty easy to make. Rune of gold. When equipped, lose one charge when you take damage. Rune of swiftness, battery, bulletproof vest, gaslight, wood bow. Don't seem like it would use up anesthetics. Craft. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. That was stupid. Right? That was dumb. Because Maple would have critted that roll. And I would have gotten 2 items out of it. Antidote, remove poison, sedative. Nectar. So the sedative is just the better version. Craft with skill, Maple, use medicine. 60, yeah, no, it's a crit and I get 2, right? Yeah. Oh damn, I should have thought of that. Just like with bandages. Is that a medicine check? I don't sadly I don't see what my crafting skill used for it is. Dagger. Axe would give me a crafting bonus from then on. Gunpowder. With a chaw, with a saw, I could make a chainsaw. I kinda want to do a chainsaw fighter, that would be fun. Rune of mana. I don't have any herbs, sadly. I'm really lacking herbs in this adventure. I think, though, that... that's two-handed, sadly. Oh. All that green are all the clovers I have. And I got a lot of food. I got a lot of food. But no herbs. That kind of makes me sad. That's really interesting and good to know that Maple is so good at crafting medicine items then. Horn, do me a favor now. You actually untangled the twine? What twine? Never mind. Shoot, what's the favor? You fill Horn in on the clue you get. Ah, to the Tonsen house, huh? Piece of cake. But the real headache is Ryan. Hold up. You took down Ryan? You tell Horn about your victory over Ryan. Well done, buddy. My plan's smoother without Ryan around. Come on, let's head straight for North Street. You follow Horn to North Street. He stops in front of a mansion. Before you stands imposingly its grand heavy steel gate. Tonsen, the possessive old coot, always keeps his goodies close and shutting out visitors. He's really gone all out to protect this stash, huh? How adorable. But today we are about to give him a little surprise. With a flourish, Horn whips out a remote from his pocket. Tonsen's been on my hit list for a while. He's been prepping some goodies. For him, just in case things got hairy and I got in the loop. You mean those stolen explosives? You bet. Gotta go out with a bang, right? A grand finale calls for some spectacular fireworks. Had everything set for the big show on the 14th. Plan to hit up the seafood buffet in Innsmouth afterwards. Not sure if that would have been a good choice. But then life throws you a curveball, you know? Been trying everything to get out of this dump. Feels like I'm stuck in a damn jail. Never been in a fix like this before. Been sleepwalking through life. But now I'm finally waking up. Hey, brace yourself. With a press of a button, a heavenly rumble shakes the air. The ground quakes beneath you as flames shoot skyward. Above Tonsen's mansion. Inside, the howls of tormented monsters mingle with chaos. The grand, thick gate looming like a tombstone over that grave. Horn surveys the scene with satisfaction. Ain't for nothing I risked my neck to snag them industrial explosives. Been squirreling 'em away for ages. Finally put 'em to good use. Wish I could light up the sky like this every day. As you take in the spectacle, cracks begin to spiderweb across the ground beneath your feet, a foreboding sign. Horn, run! It's crumbling! At your warning, Horn scampers away, leaving you to plummet into the gaping cracks below. Luck is on your side today. You land in one piece on a giant spiderweb at the end of the fall. A den of monsters. Huh. Now that is some kind of cliffhanger to leave. It's almost an hour now we're in, and I think we're in for a wild ride now. At least 3 of those monsters are heading my way, and yeah. We will see how things will go from here. So I'll see you sometime soon, hopefully. Bye.